Welcome to Black Love Matters, where this serves therapy session for figuring out adulthood,
loving each other,
or finding our inner Brock and Michelle,
or Jay-Z and Beyonce, or this one we gonna go with Pray Tell and Ricky. Y'all seen that episode last night with them well oiled booty showing. Now I don't know if I'm down for the necessarily way that they got together, but let's just zoom out. Let's zoom out a little bit for the haters. And can we just talk about how it brought me joy just to see two black gay men on screen embracing, making love to each other? I don't know. Maybe it's just the shows I watch. I don't know a lot of programs. Look, I done got old school programs. TV shows when we're talking about LGBTQ love. And do I see black men together? Like, don't get me wrong. I see black men and black women, but it's usually with somebody else, someone culturally ambiguous, someone white, right? And there's nothing wrong with that either. But it was something beautiful about seeing just that brown skin on brown skin, black male love on Pose last night that I just have to show appreciation to. Now, on the flip side, if we're going to unpack it, now, Pray Tell, what you going to do with that young boy?
Get dick down. What you expect?
Pray Tell gonna catch feelings. Y'all know Ricky just searching for direction. Just out there hoeing, looking for direction. Just looking for love. Ricky think he got game too. Pray tried to hold his couth and have decorum. And was like, sleep on the couch. Here go the pillows. And here come Ricky in the middle of the night. Like a thief in the night. The couch was uncomfortable. If you don't take your broke ass back on that couch and sit down, just running game. But again, zoom out. I love to see just two black men embracing, loving each other. Zoom back in. I am not here for Ricky and Pray Tell. I am not here for that.
I thought you loved love.
I do love, but nah. That ain't gonna work. Now if they're gonna be fuck buddies, be fuck buddies. But Ricky ain't good for Pray Tell, and Pray Tell ain't good for when we talk about romantically.
Ricky talking about, I think I'm falling for you.
For platonic, what'd you say? You like it there?
No.
But platonically to be like just a support system for each other, friends, yes. But romantic relationship, get the fuck out of here. Ricky. The first thing Ricky talking about who gonna love, I ain't gonna be able to, he ain't even say nobody gonna love me. He said who I'm gonna date. Nigga, you talking about get you $1 piece of pizza.
Ricky.
So zoom in, zoom out. I loved it. What you think about it, Nerums?
Ricky.
Did you see the episode or did you miss it?
I saw some of it. I ain't see all of it.
I feel like Pose, all the episodes they've been having the season finale. I feel like at every show I'm like, is that the season finale?
Is that it?
And they'd be like, next week on Pose. I said, oh, guess not.
One more episode. I
was like, damn, every episode seemed like the season finale.
It does.
Because all the Blanca kids got the fuck out of there.
Sure did. I don't know what the hell Blanca gonna do anymore.
Blanca's like, shit. What's her name? What's my girl? Electra. Bitch, more children to be raised.
Yeah.
Enjoy yourself.
Go get them little bitty birds.
Did y'all see Electra when she stood up? If she was at least 9 feet tall. When she was in her dominatrix uniform. You see the length of Electra's leg? That's how tall I am. I said, damn. Because when her and Blanca held each other, I said, wait. First of all, Blanca not that short. I'm not sure Electra that tall. Did I miss something here? And then she had them, what's it called? Them high rise? What's it called? What is it called?
I don't know.
The bodysuit. I said, God damn. I don't know if my thigh meat just goes straight.
Uh-oh.
You know, I got like never mind. You know, your thigh meat is very prominent.
Yes.
It's like a Barbie. You know, like the Barbie leg pop out. Like you can see my thigh meat. And then Electra's is just straight. I said, damn. Wait a fucking minute. Who is you?
I'm Nerum.
And I'm Nyambi.
And this is episode 271, y'all.
Hey, we halfway during the week, y'all. Happy hump day.
Be sure to leave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-star rating and review on Apple Podcasts and on Stitcher. And follow us on all forms of social media at Black Love Matters. That's black. With no K. What's going on with you, baby?
Well, my check-in. It's been a rough week. I know Mercury is out of retrograde, but something is in it. Because I'm not doing well.
What's going on?
I'm tired as hell. Where do I begin? Okay, first we'll start with my trainer. I had session number 2. I almost threw up. I feel bad and I was dizzy.
Did you eat before?
No. You think that was it?
Okay.
You think that was it? I've
Yes.
worked out on empty stomachs before.
But you, Nyambi. Nyambi. Yeah, you have worked out, but have you ever worked out with a trainer before?
I thought I'd be tearing it up.
No, you don't.
But by myself,
You don't be tearing shit up.
I'll be tearing it up.
No.
I thought I'd tear it up.
No.
I lost weight before.
Different.
You said that's calorie restriction.
Different.
But yeah, and I had to tell her, I said, wait, I said, I need a minute. And the first time I was like, I need to go to the bathroom. And I was like, she was like, oh, okay. I literally went in the stall and just laid against the cool metal. I ain't had to go. Is that too much? And I was like, I need some water. And she's like, okay. I just stood there. She was like, I can go get it for you. I said, I almost said, that's what I'm paying for you for, bitch. Like, I almost just got real privileged. Go get me some water. Because I was like, I was trying to catch my breath. And I told her, like, I really want to work on my breath. Like, I don't think I'm breathing. When I work out, when I'm doing stuff, I'm holding my breath, and when I'm trying to push through. Also, I think that's just in my personal life. If I'm trying to grit through something, I'm holding my breath. So I'm trying to work on myself holistically. And she's like, yeah, that's a good idea. You're so mindful. Child, we jumped up in that exercise. I don't even know what I got dizzy from. You know what made me tired? I can't even think of it. All of it made me tired. Because she always get me on that treadmill. Now we on inclines of like 10. Mm-hmm. Is that high? How high did incline go? That's what I meant to ask her.
I think it might go 12 to 15, depending on the treadmill.
I was on like incline of 10.
Yeah.
Doing 3 and dying. I was like, hey, bitch, I really can't breathe. You know what really got me?
What?
The fucking stairs.
The Stairmaster?
What's wrong with you bitches on that Stairmaster?
Ooh, that Stairmaster get you.
I said, oh. And she's like, oh, you can start off slow. She's like, just start off like at 3 or 4. And I'm like, okay, cool. And I said, oh, honey. This is, as I said, what happens if I get to the bottom of the stair?
You fall off.
Does this just stop, or did this just keep?
You fall the fuck off and the stair's going to go. So you better keep
I thought
going.
it was like an automatic stop.
No.
And I think she seen me struggling. She was like, okay, what we'll try to do here. It was just, I can't even get it out. Then we tried doing inchworms. You know what inchworms are now?
Yeah.
I can't do them.
When you get down and then.
I can do the arm, but then I get stuck.
Ooh, and then get that leg part. That leg part hurt.
That's what she said. Yeah, it's going to be hard. I said, bitch, then we go pretty advanced. And then it was another machine she put me on when I tugged the rope. So you sit down and you pull this rope.
Yeah.
And it's like you climbing.
Yeah.
And she's like, we'll do it for 30 seconds. What the fuck is attached to the rope?
Nothing.
Why was it so hard?
The wheel at the top makes it hard.
I was tired from that. Mm-hmm. Then she loves the fucking big ball. She loves this like legs exercises. She's all about, because I told you she shaped like a Barty with a big booty. So she's really big about like lunges and leg exercises. And my legs aren't forward. My legs are way too juicy for this. And then she always got the end. Whenever we do our warm up and cool down, it's just not like normal bitches stretches. We doing full ass yoga moves.
Isn't that what you wanted?
Yeah, eventually. Month 2. I just want to stretch like the kids do. You know when you do the butterfly?
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, when you sit down, you get your legs and they point, and you put your arms in the middle and you flap your legs back and forth.
She's talking about we're gonna do knead the thread or
needle thread the needle.
Yeah, I'm like, it's an advanced move. Then we cooling down with the planks. You know what I'm talking about, the side plank.
Yeah,
ain't no fucking cool down. I seen Fight Master on YouTube.
That's kind of cool.
That is not a fucking cool down the way my arm's shaking.
Did you modify it?
How do you modify it? We're already on our knees.
Oh, that is the modification.
I was just like, I gotta go, girl. It was just a lot. I was tempted to cancel Friday as I was walking out. Did she get all my personal information?
Yeah.
This bitch called, texting, and emailing me talking about I'm here.
Yep.
And I said, first of all, it says I'm 3 minutes late.
Because, she'll still charge your ass.
She could, honestly,
No.
I absolutely see why people like, at first I really didn't connect because I've never been the one to really pay for a gym membership. If I did, it'd be like $10 to Planet Fitness. But I would at least go once a week to bullshit around. And that's at least worth $10 for the month.
And get your free bagel.
Give me a bagel, a piece of pizza.
But that ain't a real gym if the gym's giving you bagels and pizzas.
So I'm about to go to Planet Fitness for dinner. So like I never the guy said people really just pay all this money and then don't show up. After today, I understood. I understood. Like she could be like, "Well, I have to charge you though if you don't show up." Not a problem, bitch. I like to breathe. So is it supposed to ever get better?
Yes,
When?
baby, you just on day 2.
I think I'm gonna tell her because she's like, "How are you motivated?" I'm like, the ability to breathe. So how do I?
It
get
usually
to the
takes
point?
a good 6 weeks for your body to get alkalinized.
What?
What I'm trying to say?
Alkaline?
Not
We don't have
alkaline.
alkaline water.
Acclimated. No.
What?
For your body to get used to it.
What are you trying to say? Acclimated?
Yeah, acclimated. I can think of the word
Can you tell me what word were you?
acclimated.
Before the acclimony.
And I said acclimatized.
Acrimony. For your body to get acrimony to
Yeah,
it.
it takes about 6 weeks.
So what I'm supposed to do
Keep going.
in them 6 weeks?
Keep going. Struggle.
What am I supposed
Deal
to
with that.
eat?
Food.
Like what? Like then I always thought I would throw up.
Well, you thought you was gonna throw up anyway.
I didn't know what I was gonna throw up, honey.
That's the thing. You went there on an empty stomach. You felt bad. You felt dizzy. My question is, did you eat?
No,
Okay. Did you drink water?
when I got there.
Okay. Did you bring a water bottle with you?
No, I had to ask her to
Oh.
bring it. I was running late.
Oh.
One more question. Can you tell me how she judged me? How bad did she judge me?
She didn't judge you.
Yes, she did. You tell me.
You just showed up. So that's the great thing about it.
I literally just put on my workout clothes
You just got to show up every day.
and I came there.
Yeah. I didn't become a marathoner overnight. You seen me struggle. You seen me want to quit.
You throw up.
Yeah, it's been a few times I want to throw up, especially with this new run coach I got.
Oh, get the fuck out of here. I'm not for
This bitch
that.
got me running fast as hell.
That feels very toxic.
I'm not talking about the throw up part, but you seen me struggle. You see how hard it was. It gets better. It gets easier. We start at zero. Everybody starts at 0. Whenever you start something new, you start at 0.
I don't need to be lectured.
No, I'm not lecturing you. And as
She be trying to hold conversation like I care what she did on the weekend too.
an overachiever like
I'm
yourself,
not an
you
overachiever.
are. And as an overachiever, you have to understand that you're not great at everything. But
I'm horrible at this.
if you keep trying, you will eventually get better.
I don't know. I feel like my thighs are heavy. My thighs don't like being off the ground. Like it just.
I want you to just think of it this day, and then think about 6 months from now on how you're gonna be
What
excelling.
month is that?
That's like January.
Look, I'm like the children. I can't think that now.
That's January.
Keep me lifted, y'all. Rough day at work too. Again, nothing big, but just power struggles and people in their feelings and the babies in their feelings about owning things. You know, the illusion of owning. You know, we get a lot of young professionals who are, again, high achievers from these top universities, and they think if they create something, they own it, and they don't.
No.
So it's hard to break that to them. Or they become very, very possessive of the work that they're doing, and they don't realize it's the work of the business. And you may be asked to do something, but then if someone says you need to hand it off to so-and-so to take it to the next level, now I need you to focus on that. It's not personal. So it's a lot of coaching and dealing with that, too, that I have very little patience for. All in all, my routine's off. What were you going to say, Nirams?
What?
My routine's off. Mabel is showing out, y'all. I don't know what the problem is. She's been like Velcro on me. Would you say that, Niram?
Yeah. But truthfully, the
Velcro.
behaviors that Mabel has exhibit is nothing of the usual. Well, I mean, not
What?
It's nothing unusual.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. Mabel has always been Velcro to you. Whenever you left.
No, she used to be Velcro to you. That's the thing. Like, she would be interested in me, but if me and Niram stood at the end of the room, she would go to him. Or if Niram leaves, she's like, where the fuck is Niram going? Let me go look out the window, pace, and cry. If I leave, she used to be like, oh, okay, see you later, girl. But now, y'all, I was going to leave out the door to go to my trainer while I'm late. I open the door. Who run out? Mabel. But she ain't go running around the yard. She just ran and stood outside the door. Then I told her to come back in here. She acted like she ain't hear me.
And then Naomi gonna call me. Oh my God, Mabel's finna run away. I said,
She was
"Nobody
just
going
looking
nowhere."
at me. I was like, I think it was like she was, we looked like the Diddy stare off. I said, come in this house, Mabel.
And she's like, I'm not going anywhere. I'm going with you.
I said, come in, Mabel. Because she like dotted in front of me. Because she was in front of the door. I told her to move. And then she moved. And then I opened the door and she dotted out. And she stood in front of the doorway. Like blocking the exit. But I was scared if I moved towards the doorway, she would take off running and go towards the car. Like, oh, bitch, I won.
Well, if she go towards the car, you just go to the car too.
And just open the door.
Yeah.
And then walk her on back.
Yeah.
It just frustrated me so bad this morning.
And then I told you I was walking because I just got done my run, so I can see see where she going.
Y'all give us some advice. I don't know. Even her jumping on the bed, the way she jumped in the bed last night was like that's where she thought she's supposed to be.
That's your fault.
How's that my fault?
Because I told you no dogs in the bed, and once you get to put the dog in the bed, you're gonna always think that she's
never done that unless I've invited her up.
Well, guess what?
And what did she do? She jumped up in there like, "Oh, time for bed."
Yeah, she thinks all the time it's advice. That's what happens. They give an inch, you take a mile. You're dealing with a 2-year-old. You show a 2-year-old something once, they do it forever.
Well, she don't be. Never mind. It's just a lot, and she's being very Mabel-y to the point where she like whine a little. And I was like, oh, maybe she gotta go to the bathroom, and she don't want nothing.
She just wants your attention.
She just want me to look at her.
Yeah.
Give advice, Miriam. You got advice? You observing other things?
Stop looking at her.
Okay.
Ignore her. And if she whine, hit that no.
Okay.
1 for stopping, 1 for redirection.
And y'all, she gets food, she gets love and attention. She walks 30 minutes a day. Like, she gets things. She's around other dogs. She sees other people. We brush her teeth. She get her toothy greenies at night. She get a treat a day. She eat peanuts. What?
Like an old black woman.
She eats peanuts and carrots as her treats. What more can we do? We clean her, give her new toys, bone marrow. What else? I don't know. Go ahead, Nara.
I really don't have nothing because while Nyambi is going through some things, I'm starting my new opportunity. I learned something big yesterday. I'm living my best life. I'm living my best life.
No, this nigga did.
Nigga went for a 4-mile run this morning. My beard is luscious and moisturized.
Yeah, you went to her run. Me and Mabel ain't know what was happening.
My beard is luscious and moisturized.
Okay.
My face is clear. My skin is clear.
Your face is clear. Meanwhile,
so I ain't really got nothing that's really.
You don't have one pimple on your face.
I don't.
Or a wrinkle.
I don't.
You better take a picture.
I don't. I'm living my best life right now. I done got out some situations. I done started some new situations. Ain't he good?
Did you lose a couple pounds too?
Maybe, but the thing is, I don't get on the scale.
Oh Lord, I'm sorry. Blasphemy.
Yeah.
Is your clothes fitting good? That's what I should ask you.
Yeah.
How's your clothes fitting?
You know what? Some of my clothes, the new clothes I did bought, they are falling off me a little bit. You got to tighten belt up a little bit tighter.
That is, when you over 30, that's a good feeling. You be like, well, this feel loose. Ain't nothing worse than when you above 30 and you wash something you ain't supposed to and you pray it fit. You be like, Jesus.
You know, when I walk out the door.
Put that in the dryer. I don't know if that's going to butt.
When I walk out the door, Mabel don't leave. So, I'm just.
Mabel be having me looking like,
you know
some
why?
of those moms that be having like 4 kids, 3, and stuff be tumbling out because I'm trying to keep up with her.
She got you wrapped around her paws. Because Naomi be texting me like, oh, I'm finna go. Like, Mabel pooped.
Like,
I'm
we
about
do
to go
a
to
rundown
work.
to Mabel. Like, we did our walk. She pooped.
She's good. And then Naomi sent me a picture like, fuck, I'm taking her to work. I'm like, what? And then she sent me a picture and it's just a picture of Mabel standing in front of the door. And it's like, tell her little ass to get out the way. She's 10 pounds. If she won't get out the way, you pick her ass up and you put her somewhere and tell her ass, no, don't go nowhere.
And walk away.
Yeah. Tell her ass don't go nowhere.
I've done that quite a bit, though. What do you say when you get those messages?
I just laugh.
Do you ever show your coworkers or anybody?
Yeah, I do.
Who do you show? What do you say?
I say, look at this. And then they be like, oh, the dog's so cute. I said, no. Cute don't mean shit to me. I don't know how many times I got to tell y'all. That cute don't mean nothing.
Oh, my goodness. But she wearing me to the ground. But Nero will living his best life. What am I living? Just day by day.
Yeah. Hey, you got to start somewhere, baby.
Just day by day, y'all.
I'm quite proud that, you going to the gym.
Me too.
You tearing it up.
I'm not.
Or it's tearing
tearing
you up.
me up.
One or the other.
It's tearing me up.
Eventually, it's going to go from you tearing you up to you tearing it up.
I just be looking around at the gym. the other people in there, and they just be, I hear them on the treadmills just running so quickly. It was some man on the stairs who was just fucking them stairs up. And I'm like, how? I wanted to tap him on the shoulder. Sir, how long did it take you to do this? So you really feel no pain. You can breathe. Also, I feel like the stairs was narrow. I feel like my shoe won't fit on it. I told her, I said, I don't think my shoe. I said, is there a way to extend the stairs? She was like, what?
What?
I said, it keeps like tapping the front of my toe.
The thing is, you're not supposed to put your whole foot on the stair anywhere.
How the hell do you walk up a stair?
When you supposed to use your toe, baby. Look, you see how my hand is?
Yeah.
And your foot, you supposed to press off.
They can't see it.
I know, but I can show you though.
That seems dangerous. As
It's
high
not.
as I was.
You'll be all right. That's what the arm rails are for. That's
She
what the
tried to
rails
teach
for.
me. She was like, do it sideways.
Oh, she wanted you to walk sideways out too?
Yeah.
Ooh, that was hard.
I said, bitch, I am not here to perform. I am not here to do a two-step for you. Anything else, Nirams? But you just living good?
I'm living good. Started my new situation. I launched something yesterday.
You
that
said
went
that,
well.
Nero.
I went for a 4-mile run.
Is he repeating the same shit to y'all? He
I'm
getting
just
on my
saying.
nerves.
Life is good.
What's the topics? Let's get into pillow talk.
Well, you RIP to Toni Morrison. You got a sermon you want to give?
A sermon? What is
Yeah.
that supposed to mean?
I'm just asking if you got a sermon.
I don't have a sermon, but Toni Morrison is one of the GOATs. So much so that I guess I talk about the black literary giant so much so that when Toni Morrison passed, I had at least 3 emails in my inbox. Like, I feel like sending condolences. I was like, they know I really didn't know Toni Morrison. They were like, seeing she passed, she was a legend, just thinking about you, Nyambi. I was like, oh, thank you. I should have took today to be a mourning.
You should have.
But Toni was 88. She gave us a lot of gems. Didn't she just come out with a book 3 days ago? Like,
Yeah.
Toni ain't slowing down. They just had her documentary. Like, she did more. She gave more than enough to the culture. I say take your rest, queen, and thank you for everything you've done. What's your favorite Toni Morrison anything? Is it Beloved?
Yes.
Because it's the most mainstream. What you like about Beloved? I think
Oprah
Sula's
wasn't-
my favorite. You said Oprah. What? Have you not read any Toni Morrison for real?
Baby,
Oh, we better take your black card. Have you not read one Toni Morrison book?
black men don't read.
Don't do that.
Black man
Y'all
reading.
don't read. Y'all don't cheat. What do y'all do?
Black man reading is a new phenomenon. Back in the 90s, black men didn't read.
Why would you say that? Don't say that. People, when you go to your next level, they're going to take that sound bite. Clean it up. You said when black men read, that is a new phenomenon. That is not
is a
true.
new phenomenon.
There's many, don't say that. James Baldwin just made a turn. And Malcolm X. You just made them turn in their grave.
Never
Take it
mind. I was about to put some people on the spot. But how many books have
Don't do that. Don't ask our listeners. You have to say all men who identify as black men who listening to this. How many books have y'all read?
Yeah.
Then you're gonna say all the women y'all submit.
how many books y'all read?
How many? You might have read more books than I have this year. How many books have you read this year? Or listened to? I think that count too.
I don't even know.
I think listen. I would say auto books count too in our generation. How about Nirams?
I don't know, about 4 or 5, maybe more than that.
I thought you listened to a lot of auto books.
I do. The thing is that I'm listening to them for like gems to help me move my business.
Oh, like you're not processing it.
Like it's processing. It's just looking for the nuggets. Like I don't read like fiction books. I find
It
fiction.
don't have
books.
to be fiction.
But I'm just saying though, like so everything I read is like a nonfiction to like learn, and I consume them at a very high rate. Like I listen to them at like 3 times speed, so I can get through them like an 8-hour read or an 8-hour book or whatever it would take for it. I usually get that done in like 2 hours and a half, 4 hours.
Do you retain information?
Yeah,
Well, that mean you read it. So how many?
I don't know, 12, probably more than that.
Like I said, I probably read about 12 books this year.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't a lot. Child, we got friends who probably on double.
I know.
100
Tam be reading a book a day.
Day. That's what I said. That's still low. I told you I'm trying to up my game.
I don't even know how the hell she do it.
Reading is always the best, though. Reading is, I tell people when they're having trouble with their writing, articulating themselves, reading is usually the answer to 99% of those problems, too. But yeah, R.I.P.
R.I.P. Tony.
Nice. What else we going to talk about today?
We're gonna talk about vulnerability in marriage.
Yeah. Well, So overall, what does like vulnerability look like, and why it's important and all that?
So there's this great article on Psychology Today. You know, we're taking it back to old school, the roots of
School.
Black Love Matters.
Yeah,
When we used to go get articles from Psychology Today.
and unpack them.
So there's this article called "Why Vulnerability Matters in a Marriage and How to Achieve It." I'll just read like the first sentence. So it says like, I define vulnerability as uncertain risk and emotional exposure. And they talk, that was deep. And they talk about like, you know.
No, it wasn't. What was the
was.
sentence again, Nerims?
As uncertainty, risk, and emotional exposure.
True. Okay. I would say it's true. I don't know if it's deep. But it's
deep.
true.
So, you know, they talk about like why vulnerability matters in marriage. Well, we can do this for like more or less a relationship. And they say, you know, vulnerability can inherently be uncomfortable. So why on earth would we want to chase after it, especially in the context of a romantic relationship? So they said that the simple answer is that strong partnerships simply can't survive without a mutual commitment to being raw and real with the emotional truth.
Yeah, I whenever I think of vulnerability, I think it helps build trust in a relationship. When you're able to be vulnerable with someone and you can trust someone with that vulnerability, trust is then built. When trust is built, you then have a strong foundation of psychological safety, meaning that I can bring all of me to this relationship without the fear and judgment from you. And I think that's what the huge baseline is for me. What do you think about? I know you had the article to unpack. But what is your like norms around vulnerability? When were you like, what are your examples of vulnerability or like your mental models of them? And
I think I had to make my own. And the thing is just as I've gotten older and lived life, like I just understood more of what vulnerability is and how to express and show those things. And be able to know like, oh shit, like this is gonna be rough and it's raw, but once I get to the other side, it's gonna be better for me and the world at the same time.
True. Because I'm thinking back to, I don't know if vulnerability was something I was taught as a child. I don't know if I had a lot of examples of what vulnerability looked like in the Black community. Would you say showing vulnerability could be a sign of showing weakness?
Absolutely.
Or
absolutely. And just thinking about growing up, like when you be crying, the boys be crying and shit, and they be like, don't be crying and shit like that. Like, that's the point of like helping stunt, or not helping, but stunting vulnerability and emotional development at an early age. I think that's part of it as well.
You know what I was really thinking about?
What?
You know the old saying, what happened in this house stays in this house? How is that breaking down? You know, and I get it, because you don't need to tell everybody your business, but you need to tell somebody something.
Right.
That was never unpacked. Because there is truth to, you don't need it. What happens in this house, it happens in this house, but it never had the asterisk of, if something traumatic happens,
right,
you should share that. And I think that's where our generation kind of comes in, and how do we shift that? I don't know. How do we make an adjustment to that? What does that even mean?
That's very interesting that you asked that question. So a part of it was Segway King. So a part of the article talked about like how to cultivate true vulnerability.
Yes,
and they laid out some things here. So like,
because it's the difference between vulnerability and seeking attention. Because that's the other shadow of vulnerability too. So it's the vulnerability and the folks who just are attention seeking.
Yeah.
To say, oh, look at me. Is that the right word for it? But you ever see some people, you be like, fuck. All right, sis. Like, go to the weeping wall.
No, this is what they said. Like, most often vulnerability is I can't even talk to
Okay, you wanted to get it out so much.
Hey.
Come on, you cut me off.
Then nigga that had a long day living his best life.
Yes.
But they said people assume that expressing a need or a desire.
Specific.
Yeah.
Oh.
Think that's like vulnerability, and it's not.
That's a read. Hold on, say it again. People think, what is a vulnerability?
They assume that expressing a need and a desire and that huge discomfort that can go along with it indicates that they're doing something wrong or expressing vulnerability.
That's shady. That's just a hope and dream.
Yeah.
That didn't come true.
And so how do you cultivate true vulnerability? So the first thing that they mentioned was being fully present.
Mm-hmm.
So, in today's full world, we all about multitasking and task switching or juggling different acts. When a person is talking, fully listen, be fully present.
What does fully present look like to you, though? Because I notice myself being fully present. I even think in professional settings and one-on-ones. And I'd be too intense.
What you mean?
Like, I give eye contact. I put my phone down. Like, what does fully present mean now?
And Naomi be shaking her head, yes. And I'm like, stop shaking your head, yes, because you got me shaking my head, yes.
Because I want you to agree, too.
And I'm like, wait a minute. No, I don't agree with that. I don't agree.
That's why I'm asking you. Like, what does present look like for you? In the age of social media and technology and distraction.
I think present is definitely putting the phones down, so not having the phone around. Giving some type of eye contact if it's something important, even if you got to jot down a note, right? So you won't interrupt them. And that's like the next topic, right? It's like letting the partner speak uninterrupted. So, while you got something down, if you need to just jot something down so you don't forget. Because I think for a lot of us, we just feel like we just need to just blurt it out because we'll forget. Mm-hmm. So, just make a little quick note.
It is something to not interrupting people. Mm-hmm. Or going into conversations without expecting to solve or even give anything to it.
Yeah.
Just fully receiving it.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. So we talked about
being present.
Being present. We also talked about letting the partner speak uninterrupted because, by cutting them off mid-sentence that also hinders the trust, but they'll forget what they were saying.
I don't even think it's about forgetting what the damn saying. Y'all know it ain't no worse than when you trying to spill your heart to someone and then they cut you off, start talking about their Aunt Linda. Mm-hmm. Listen, it ain't about you and Linda. That's the other thing. Don't be telling stories about you. Ain't about you right now. I just need you to listen and shake your head.
Number 3 is ask the right question. So once the partner is done speaking, it's your instinct to refute their claims or argue their assertions. But don't do that and ask questions like, how can I support you? Or how can I change that for you? You won't always have the answers, or you may not be able to fix them, but that'll let them know that, you are willing and you're trying, and that's crucial.
That is one of my favorite questions is, what does X look like for you? Mm-hmm. Y'all know I work with a lot of the babies. And common things that they say is where upper level administration or upper level leadership don't believe X, Y, and Z. And I'll be with, upper leadership and I'm like, oh, they do demonstrate it. But what I realize is that it doesn't look the same. So I'm constantly asking them, so what does trust look like for you? Mm-hmm. What does X, Y, and Z look like for you? And really letting folks unpack. Because most times I run into the wall, folks not knowing themselves.
What you mean?
They don't know. Uh-huh. A lot when I folks, I say, okay, so, or even go back to support. You feel as if you're not supporting this project. What would support look like for you?
Somebody doing this work for me.
No, just don't do that. They ain't gonna say that. And most of the time, they don't know what the support looks like. Then I go back to the broader question: do you understand what the task at hand is? No.
Get the work done.
That type of stuff. So it helps you really get to the root and the symptom of what's going on. Mm-hmm.
And then number 4 is recognize patterns and work with them. And so, again, each relationship is unique. So they say when they work with couples, they often use examples of their own childhood to illustrate a specific pattern. So when she was a kid, her father would get very angry and fly off the handle. And over time, they can recognize these invariable storms in the room before they can happen, so they can leave or help diffuse it. So, when you are in a relationship and you're dealing with that, looking for the different patterns to either help, that'll help the conversation or hinder it as well. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, I believe folks are all patterns. When people do look at your employees, the folks you work with, your partner, your friends, everybody has trends and patterns. And a lot of those times that comes from how they were raised and what they know. They seen somebody else do it, so they continue doing it. What was the saying? I forgot who said it. Kids usually don't listen to you, but they're really good at intimidate. What's it called when they mimic you?
Yeah.
Intimidating you?
You can't get words out either.
No, I can't. I'm thinking of the right word.
Imitate.
Imitate. Kids don't listen to you, but they imitate you.
Yeah.
And that's been the realest word ever told. And sometimes when I be looking around some of my friends' kid, I'm like, yeah, that's you, honey. I'm like, I be looking at the kid too, like, child, I don't know why they yelling at you. They just being near, they just being themselves. You just a mirror.
Mm-hmm.
Kids don't listen.
Well, you wonder why Mabel is a
Oh, first of all, that is a dog.
hey.
And I ain't birthed her. I just got this heifer about 6 months ago.
Still.
I don't know what her street life was like before.
But still.
But still what?
She imitating.
She intimidated.
Imitating.
Oh.
Intimidated.
Overall, I just do think vulnerability is a powerful tool.
Mm-hmm.
I think vulnerability is something that can be used for the power of good. Also, even if you're thinking about for leadership, being the person in the room with no secrets or nothing to hide, you're the most powerful person in the room.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I love this.
I do too.
Yeah, but thank y'all for hanging in there. I know we got a little shorter episode today. We had to do a little adjusting today, but don't worry. Friday, we're going to come deep with check-in, with Shout-Out Friday, some new topics. It's some shows we've been watching, lots we want to catch you up on.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
So, as always, to submit your Black Love story, go to blacklovematters.com. To submit a question for Kitchen Table Talks, shoot us an email at blacklovematters@gmail.com. And to talk about anything we talked about, head on over to our website.
Talking about?
We got that web. God damn, Naomi. This is the second time.
Neum is running all his words together. That's why I got to get him off
This
here,
is
y'all.
the second time you done interrupted me.
Because, Neum, I'm like, what is you saying?
Leave a voicemail at 508-784-1111. 508-784-1111. Talk to y'all later. Remember, love is ever evolving. Peace. You know I'm over here trying to adjust my schedule because I've been waking up at 4 a.m.
Come on, Nero.
You know that.
Talk to y'all Friday.
Bye.